Wonderful people, viewers, and subscribers. I don't arrive again with another Ubunga news. This time around, it have everything to do with the Governor Soludo of Anambra State. There is a clip I would like you to watch, and this clip is coming from Emeka Asus of BVI channels. It says a lot of things. And the headline of this message is supposed to be Soludo vow that the legacy of Emeka Odimegwu Ojukwu in the whole of Biafraland must be wiped out by him and his cronies in Aso Rock. I would not like to take much of your time, but I would like you to look into this video. Watch it. Just open your mind of understanding to know, or rather to watch it line by line. Then you will understand that Soludo might answer Igbo name, might be in Anambra State, but Soludo, his lineage, it seems like he is not a Biafran. He is a Fulani man. Let me not disturb you too much, or rather, let me not open the parcel that are, or rather, pinch the parcel that are meant to be opened. Sorry to make them gaff, because my heart is boiling over what is happening in Anambra State now. Even after the coming and going of Tunumbu in Anambra State never remained the same. A lot of atrocities now is happening. To tell you, something is behind that visit. Anyway, watch this clip, then we'll come back for more discussion. Please, I am sorry if I have talked too much or taken much of your data, but it's for good.
Yes. Saliwamba for the governor of Anambra State. Among the many things in the Anambra State is frowning at, following his unguarded utterance during the Tinubu's visit, is the conferment of chieftaincy title on Tinubu the Jagaban.
Yes, for the next one. 20 Abika, Simba Anambra. Dika Simba, 20 Dika Simba.
Dike Simba Anambra. Dike Simba Anambra. Dike Simba Anambra.
Hello. Dika Simba.
Oh, Dike Simba Anambra. Oh, Dike Simba Anambra. Jagabanu nke Nigeria nine. Oh, Dike Simba Analudo go no. 20 Dike Simba.
Honestly speaking, this one did not go down well with Indian Anambra State and by extension Ndibo in general.
Just look at Tinubu's son being given chieftaincy by these shameless old men abusing our tradition. Can you imagine these warrant chiefs parading themselves as traditional rulers in Igbo land, bringing shame on Igbo people and our cultural beliefs, norms, and values? Is unfortunate.
Come to think of it, what is the essence of giving a man like Tinubu, conferring him with a prestigious title that is so reserved, if I must use that word? The only man that is entitled to it for now, as far as we are concerned, is Dim Odimegwu Ojukwu, the man that stood and fought in defense of Ndibo. At the time, Nigeria conspired to eliminate the entire Igbo land. Yes. And you look at all the titles in the world to give to Jagaban. You did not see. You only wanted to to spit on the memory of Dim Odimegwu Ojukwu by giving this man Tinubu decay. What is he decaying about in Igbo land, or particularly in Anambra State, that will warrant him to be given such title? Now the question many people they ask, so I know say you not go feel here any other place. You not go feel know the mindset of the people, how they feel, what they say on the street, if you cannot hear it from this place, because you will not get this truth anywhere. But here we tell you the truth, and we know that you are going to see it. In as much as they will try everything possible to make sure you don't get information from this platform, I know you are directly connected to this platform. I mean the governor of Anambra State. You see our post, and that is why we cannot help than to tell you this truth, because that is the best way and the only way we can confer some of the minds, the feelings, and the opinions of Indian Anambra State and Indigo in general. And not get it twisted, because when we did everything humanly possible, as it were, during the election that brought you in as governor, we sold you to Igbo in general, not just in the Anambra State. And the entire Igbo land celebrated your victory. So anything you are doing will always reflect the opinion and aspiration of Igbo. That is the expectation of you. And I can tell you, you are living below their expectation. This chieftaincy title is the height of it in this recent visit of Tinubu to Anambra State. Okay, why don't you give him? Why don't you confer to Tinubu if it is a must that you must give him title? Why don't you confer to him? I mean, that is the only one that I will say he can be appreciated in Anambra State and Nigeria as a whole, because before you know one thing, he has done another one. Honestly, joke apart, I know and understand that our governor, Shalimwambafo, Professor Charles Soludo, is a Zikist, and he abhors everything that got to do with Ojukwu, because he doesn't have the Ojukwu'S ideology totally off him. He's a Zikist, if you understand what I mean. Okay? And he expresses it in any way he can. You know, the man ain't want joy. Soludo do not have any joy. You know, they look at anybody's face. And that is why, to some extent, I feel the man, they behave like me somehow. Because when they do, you know, they look at anybody's face. So, you know, saying what you think, you could just do them. But you must understand that he's a leader. And he's in a position of trust conferred on him by many people. So it's not just about him. That's the difference. Okay? So being a Zikist, he had exemplified that in so many forms and shape. Okay? And Apoga, upon the back of whom he rode to become a governor, is built upon Dim Odimegwu Ojukwu. The same man he is ridiculing by any means possible. I'm telling you honestly speaking. Soludo knows this deep inside his heart that what I'm telling him is true. He doesn't believe in any Ojukwu'S ideology. That is fine. But for him, take a look at Apoga dress these days. No more the head of Ojukwu there. He has removed it entirely. I'm not saying that he shouldn't write his own name. He shouldn't build his own legacy. After all, Ojukwu is a man like him. But you rode on the back of the same man, the same legend, to become whom you are as a governor in Anambra State. Without Ojukwu, there is no Apoga. Today, Ojukwu'S head is missing from Apoga insignia, clothes, or any display. When I get to the point now, and I don't want to go to the one of Peter Obi. Because if not for Peter Obi, there may not also be an Apoga today for you to run as a governor. Don't forget that until you became Apoga flag bearer, that was the only time you had a chance and a shot to become a governor in Anambra State. You tried in different political parties and you failed woefully. The same platform that gave you, the same people that gave you the platform to run and become a governor, you desecrate, you ridicule at any given opportunity. Why? That is what the Anambra State is asking. Why? Do you believe that you don't have any rival in this election? Even if after the election of this, even if you win your second tenure, going forward, one day, in the Anambra State and in the Nigeria, not even Nigerians, Igbos generally in Nigeria will remind you of your record today, of your antecedent today. I'm just a lone voice so trying to advise you. I'm not here to pacify you. I'm here to point the record straight, because psychophants around you will not tell you this truth. Trade with caution. Trade with caution. Trade with caution. I've only begged the Anambra State not to judge you with your by your mouth, because all come on leka if onugi na ekwadro na akwụkwọ enwela ajọ ọnụ na nke ikpeazụ a. So the Anambra State will not judge you by your words, but let them judge you by your works. I've been begging this thing for a long time. It's only for them to accept it or not. They drag me self because of it. Okay? So keep them on your mouth. You understand? Who am I to advise a professor, by the way? Well, what is your own take on this? Drop it on the comment section.
Okay, moving forward. The clip you just finished watching now. You don't need anybody to tell you what Soludo represents in Biafraland. Soludo is the only governor that started arresting Biafrans who are doing it at home. Soludo is the only governor who started demolishing. Enugu State locked shops of Biafrans, not demolished. But Soludo started demolishing the shops of Biafrans who refused to go to market on Mondays. So, with all these few points that I made on that video that I just finished watching now, maybe some people might not see this incident in that towards my own direction, but I'm telling you the gospel truth. Soludo might answer Chukwuma, Igbo name. He might come from a Igbo parents. But my instinct is telling me that that guy have maybe 50% of Fulani blood or even Yoruba blood in him. Because anybody in Igbo land, some people will say, Ojukwu betrayed after he come back from Ivory Coast, he started to campaign for presidency or whatever. What do you expect Ojukwu to do? You expect Ojukwu when he come back from Ivory Coast, from exile, then he kickstarts to agitate for Biafra. I don't know how some people reason. So Ojukwu betrayed because he campaigned for Shagari, he campaigned for this, campaigned for that. Ojukwu, somebody who lost over 5 million Biafrans, you expect him when he come back from exile, from Ivory Coast, then he will just kickstart the agitation again so that they will come and kill the remaining people. How do our people reason self? When you ask them now, they will tell you, we have sense. Everything Ojukwu represents in Biafraland, Soludo is wiping them away gradually. The title that are men supposed to give to Ojukwu or his first son is now taking the title and give it to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who have not done any single thing as a president since he assumed office, that stupid office. He has not done anything. That Soludo should name one thing that Tinubu have completed in Anambra, rather in Igbo land, that made them to give him such a title. Asuzu said that what they're supposed to give Tinubu the title is Nkomene Juoi Omekwo Ozo, because if they don't say bandits killed in Benue over 100 people, Tinubu will just he will look the other way around. Before you complain too much, he will fly out of the country and go and be enjoying his numerous Omakuna. And you are giving him title Mba, what is that title again? Our foolishness is too much. I cannot see the fault of Tinubu. I can never, for anywhere, any single reason, bash Tinubu for taking chieftaincy title. All the whole traditional rulers in Igbo land, in Anambra State, all of them, shame to all of them. Shame. Shame, 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 shame. Somebody is holding your son captive. Holding Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting for himself or for his family. If Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for just only that Kanu's family, Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be one of the richest. Yes, because the kind of offer that being offered to him from 2015 to 17, when he refused 2017, that was when they invaded his home to just end it completely. You did not talk about it. You don't even mention it on his name. Did you ever tell Tinubu, we need a railway, a functioning railway at least, to ease the traffic, or rather, to ease the transportation phase on our people? But I didn't do that. The only thing you people find is suitable for you to do is to give him 220 title. 2023, just Seyi Tinubu go to Anambra just to campaign for his father. He give him 220 title. What for? Can't you see that they have sold our dignity? Our chieftaincy title that have been high reverend, that are placed on a high level. Before you collect chieftaincy title, you must know your capability. We must know what you have accomplished. We must know your in and out. We must know your character. You are giving it to Seyi Tinubu, a kidnapper, an assassin, who is carrying a very big hit for his father. Is now they are using our chieftaincy title to play politics. It can never be well with Soludo and all the whole elders. In fact, their generation, both born and unborn, must surely suffer for this calamity they are bringing upon the Biafraland. For this calamity, for this cause, they are bringing upon Alibo, the gods of Alibo and the ancestors of Alibo, who gather together and hand over the mantle of leadership to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they allow him to be deteriorating in detention in DSS while they are busy celebrating with Tinubu and calling him, now our papa did this, so now that your papa now you go buy all of them there, including the one that is number 1, number 2, number 3. That number 3 to that number 7, now you go buy you. What a country, I mean, what a useless set of people we find ourselves in. Everything in our land now have been politicized. So nobody should see the fault of Tinubu or his son. No. We should be seeing the fault of our so-called elders and traditional rulers, who now, because of ordinary Ghana must go, ordinary just crumb from the master's table is why they are jubilating. Highest, how much Tinubu will give them? Highest, he give them 100 million naira, which before they share it, state, local by local, kindred by kindred, money remain how much? How much each traditional ruler will get for all those shillings? My people, he gave people, there is some elders that will never die. In fact, there are some elders that their corpse deserve to be devoured by vultures. They are in Igbo land. In fact, the full Anambra State. Look at Soludo, who is having loggerheads with the traditional rulers. When he was having a confrontation with Ifeanyi Oba, they let Ifeanyi Oba, because they give him a chieftaincy title, they have to suspend all the whole traditional rulers, all the whole Igwes. He's now very fast to take chieftaincy title and give to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because he wants to return as a governor of Anambra State. Shame on all the whole Igbo elders, mostly those ones in Anambra State and the ones who are present on that very particular day. Let me not take much of your time, but let me just take reason with our people who commented a lot. People says a lot in the comment section, because this video is not too long. It's just a 10-minute video, but the comment is more than it's more than 10,000. The comment is more than 10,000. HA Concept said, Dim Chukwuemeka Odimegwu is a lion, even in the grave. So Governor Soludo, knowledge, academically, Dim was sound. Chris said, Alo, Ajo Ife Melendigbo. Alo, Ajo Ife Melendigbo. Look at what Igbo tribe has become. The true ancestors of Igbo land will be turning in their grave at the crop of leaders we have today in Igbo land to fear. Ndị okenye na-agwọ ofe. This is the reason why they don't command respect from any other tribe in Nigeria. And okenye arụ nna okenye arụ ala, elders that have left off to be wise, none of them requested for Nnamdi Kanu's release, but gathered to commemorate the enemy. Ndị Igbo, Ndonu, your salvation is very, very far from you. Progress Chukwuebuka said, the one that pains me much was the son's own. His son is my age mate. What nonsense. May the gods of Igbo land fight the man giving those chieftaincy titles. Sylvester, thank God he is DK for Anambra people, not Igbos. DK number. Francis said, Soludo is not done yet. Wait till he is re-elected, and you will see him cross over to APC to spite P2B and Igbos. And I through this guy talk. Gabriel said, that old fool have taken some money from Sulu Afufo, but one thing I know is that an Igbo will soon reject all of them. Ekenobodo, we are missing Nnamdi Kanu. MPD comedy, they all crazy chiefs. Ndara cause Nani Ojukwu is a great man indeed. So no matter what, Biafra must rule. No matter what, Biafra must rule. Igobi said the painful thing he did not ask him anything about Nnamdi Kanu release. My people, I beg you, let us just end it here because on Abajanya Mili, we hear Wute, Woko Yegere, Etekiri Meze, Nandi Che, Nando Nana, Jizen Parofo, the Mezigwe Arrow, in fact, had a major hand. I beg you, gonna help me circulate this video. Like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos. When I go hear my voice again, when I come back. Kemesiano, my people.